Good day and welcome to укрлайф. I'm Sergey and today our guest is Elvira Alieva. She's a nice student from Sweden and today we will talk about the cultural differences between Ukrainian people and the European and Swedish people in particular. So Elvira, good day.
Good day, good day.
Where are you from? Please tell us.
I'm actually from Ukraine, Kiev, born here, and but I live in Sweden now, in Gothenburg. It's the second biggest town in Sweden.
And do you study right now?
Yes, I'm studying. From now on, I'm studying biotechnical. It's much about the nature and everything like that. So I'm also interested about the cosmology.
So you're a natural scientist.
Yes.
So, what can you tell about your first impressions of Ukraine and Kiev? How do you find them? And please be honest.
Well, for now it's winter here. It's very cold.
Not so cold as in Sweden.
No, it's much colder than Sweden.
Much colder?
Yeah, that's the funny thing. But I think it's... I think it's very populated here. With the population is very big, and it's too much industries company I've seen. So I don't like how the town here is built up, because it's building apartments with industries in the same place, and that's not good for the people. To breathe in everything like that.
And what about your city in Sweden, Gothenburg?
Gothenburg is it's a lot of nature everywhere you go. It's very much Dutch architecture, and so I love Gothenburg. I like more Gothenburg than Stockholm. I live in Stockholm too. But Stockholm, the people, I think, are much depressed, and it's because of the stress there. It's a town that is much business and everything like that. So people just run all the time with life.
They're always in rush.
Yes, always in rush. It's not like that in Gothenburg, because in Gothenburg, it's the people are more nicer, they're more welcoming, so they are more open to people. In Stockholm, you can be a racist attacked sometimes if you have other color in your hair or something like that, or in other cultures.
It's a very popular myth in Ukraine that Sweden is a multicultural country.
Yes, in some place, in Stockholm too, but in Stockholm the people are more rough to the other. Unlike in Gothenburg, they are more open to people, they are more welcoming, so they are like, you can be who you want to be. In Stockholm, it's much status, what you wear, how you look like, and if you look good, then you can be my friend. If you don't look good, you cannot be my friend. It's like that in Stockholm. In Gothenburg, everyone is friends with everyone.
And so, what about Kiev?
Kiev, I have been here for like 2 days today, so I haven't seen so much. But the people who I have seen until this day, I've seen the people more reserved, like more for themselves, and
like individuals.
Yeah, exactly. So not a lot of people have eye contact here.
And in Sweden it's a more common practice.
Yeah, because in Sweden or in Gothenburg you can go everywhere and say hello to
to a stranger.
Yeah, to a stranger. You can just walk in the street, but hello, hi.
Yeah, but in Ukraine, it's the best way to scare somebody.
Yeah, in Stockholm it's like that too also. If you say hello to one stranger, the stranger may maybe think that you're going to kidnap the person or something like that. But in Gothenburg, no. So in Gothenburg they're more like, oh, the stranger say hello to me, well, nice person. So it's more...
Well, that's maybe a nice practice for Ukrainians to adapt themselves.
Yeah.
If we want to be more like Europeans, I guess. And what places in Kiev have you visited for these 2 days?
I've only been here in Kiev. Not I have not
You haven't
seen a lot of Kiev. Not really.
But you are right now in the very historical place in Kiev, Podol. Maybe you have heard something about it.
Not much.
So it's like our tourist center, except for geographical center of Kiev, like Krещатик, Maidan Nezalezhnosti, and others. So that's just like tourist attraction looks like in Ukraine. Gray, gloom, and dirty.
Yeah, it's very gray. I have noticed that.
Yeah, there are no parks here. So I guess Swedish people value nature a lot more.
Yeah, because Sweden have been the first country to be very involved in the environment. So we care about much about the nature, the animals, and everything like that. We have also this that we don't have any animals out in the streets or something like that, because we have home for the animals, for the dogs and cats. So it's like we are very involved in that, and is in like the cars and everything like that. We want to have an energetic electronic car. It's more to the energy, and instead of gasol, like what it's called, gas.
Gasoline.
Gasoline, yeah. So in some years it's going to be a law that we don't need more gasoline cars. We're not going to allow more gasoline cars in Sweden, and I think that's a positive thing, because we will be able to have more to evolve more the nature there, and I think it's important for the people too, because well, all these things that cars
polluting environment, hazardous substances, they emit into the atmosphere, they depress people.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very dangerous for the people, and also for the kids. So it's like we think a lot about the kids. We think a lot about the young people in Sweden, for the future for them, to be good, and also
so
for the
even
entire
young Swedish people actually are concerned about ecology of their country.
Most of the young people, not everyone, because
there is no everyone.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Exactly, because a lot of the young people most like need to buy the latest thing, have the watch or clothes and everything. But the people like me, or some like me, we are more involved in the environment, so we care about it, and we want to do something about it.
Do you participate in some ecological activities?
Not in ecology activities, but in it's called Amnesty. It's an international for the people who can be kidnapped in places like Israel or Iraq, something like that. So I'm activist in that.
So you are very concerned in human rights.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. So we have a lot of representatives of Amnesty International even in our studio, and we talk a lot about the incidents in eastern Ukraine, in Crimea, and it was a marathon about human rights in Russia for the last week. And how do you find a situation with human rights in Ukraine, as for your basic view from Sweden?
Well, it's a little bit shame, but I don't know if Ukraine is a democracy country.
Well, we try to be.
Oh, it is? Or you try?
Formally, every country is democracy,
yeah.
except even for monarchies.
Yeah,
but
because we have democracy and monarchy.
Constitutional monarchy, of course.
Yeah, but the monarchy cannot be involved in the democracy. They have the right to vote or something like that.
Monarch governs but not rules.
Yeah.
So just a like formal symbol of unity of your nation.
Yeah. But we believe much in that. Well, personally, I think that it's not democracy in no country, or it's not right democracy in any country.
What is perfect democracy?
Well, it's very hard to describe that, because a right democracy it's a lot of weight in the human rights, and well, if you have human rights, is that you have the right to say things right and do practically everything.
And what flaws of Scandinavian democracy can you tell us about? Because it's very interesting to hear, because we in Ukraine see all Scandinavian countries as an example of implementation of socialism, because socialism in Ukraine was very different. In the theory, they root from one way, but the realization was very different as for Scandinavian countries and the former USSR countries. But you are saying that there is no perfect democracy in Sweden, so it's interesting.
Well, it's the thing that the social democracies won the last elections, but well, why everyone voted for them was because they wanted to all the in Sweden. Sorry, in Sweden we get paid if you study, and if you have a long-term time to be a home mom, if you have a kid and something like that, or you can be if you're sick, you get paid 80% of your job. So we have a lot of good things for us, for the people, but it's like with the people who come to Sweden are like they take advantage of these things, and I don't like it, because that's why the people get lazy and they just stay in home and do practically nothing. And that's what social democracies did. They hire the payment to the people who are staying home and something like that. And if you have kids, you get paid for that till the kids get 18 years old. Every month you get, like, example, $100.
$100 for a kid for each month.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a miracle, and that's why Ukrainians see Sweden as an example, as an ideal for them.
Yeah, and if you study, you get also paid for that.
And how much?
How much? It depends on what you're studying and how long you're going to study. But if you study from, well, the normal study, the obligatory studies, until you are 18 years old, and then you get paid just $100, something like that. But if you're going to study or you're going to work, well, you're going to work, you get paid from your job. But if you're going to study something else, if you want to get a master or something like that, you get paid. So you can get paid like almost $300 up to $1,000. So it's a lot of money for each month.
And the scholarship in Ukraine was like $30.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just fantastic for us to have. But is it enough for a person to live in Sweden for a month, like having just $1,000? Are prices high?
Yeah, that's the thing, because, well, it's like in Norway. In Norway, everyone knows that they got a lot of paid in the job or something like that. But all of the other things are expensive. It's also in Sweden like that. You get a lot of paid, or maybe almost much money, but everything is expensive. I have lived in Spain for 2 years, and I experienced the economic crisis there. So I was thinking, and I was very thankful for Sweden, because I was thinking, oh my God, we have so many benefits there in Sweden. So in Spain, a person who works in restaurant get paid, for example, in Spain $1,000. Sorry, $1,000. In Sweden, if you work the same in a restaurant, you get paid like $2,000. So it's a big difference, but you have to pay the apartment and the food and something if you want to buy your clothes and everything like that.
It's interesting. How much cost 10 eggs?
10 eggs
in Sweden
is 14 crowns, so it's like $3.
$3.
Yeah.
And
but you get like 25 eggs.
25 eggs for $3.
Yeah.
And we have 10 eggs for $1.
For $1, oh, yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, it's much cheaper. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Given the decades in the income differences. So we have a lot of work to do. Well, what do Swedish people dream about? How they see their future?
Oh,
it's a very general question, I know, and you can't, speak for all the Swedish people, but how do you see this situation?
The situation, I see that people only care about do a lot of money. So they're just caring about have a job and just do money, and so they can buy the thing they want to buy, the clothes they want to buy, the latest bag or something like that. But
and the new apartment in future.
Oh, something.
With a green car.
Yeah, but that's actually I have when I was a little kid, when I was like 12 years old, I remember have a friend, a Swedish friend, and he told me that his parents were saving money for him so he can get an apartment when he was right away when he get 18 years old. I was like, oh my God, you having a parents that already saving money for you. I have not do that. I need to buy my own apartment. So is what you say, like I was saying in the first, they're the people, the Swedish people care a lot about the young people. They care a lot about that they already have the benefits when they go older or something like that.
But they want to recreate their generation, but a bit better. Like our kids should live just like we, but a bit better.
Yeah.
But it's kind of bore.
Exactly, I think that too, because all of my friends, most of my friends, I see they still want to live in Sweden and they want to have kids in Sweden, buy a house and everything like that. I'm the only one in my friends that am like that. No, I want to move out from Sweden to know the world, how it's like, and know other cultures. And I think that is the thing that the Swedish people need to open more the eyes for other things in the world, for other countries.
So they're a bit egoistic in their views.
A little bit selfish, yeah. Very selfish.
Do you think how the culture itself can promote altruism view in young people?
I have noticed that young people they forgot about culture and everything, traditions and all the things, because I think that they don't respect anymore things.
Except for money.
Except for money. Well, the money, neither money, because they can. I know I have a lot of. It's not my friends, but people I know that can go and they get the salary, and when they get paid, they go out for every weekend.
So they
go out and party every weekend. So it's like they just want to party in the life. So they see the life like a party.
It's very similar for German youth because they see their young people just like kids for about 20 years, and they just partying, doing some crazy stuff, and then they transform themselves into those image of strict, cold Germans.
Yeah.
And maybe I guess it's truth for Sweden. Something happens and they become such cold Nordic.
Yeah, well, it's true, but I think it's very sad that the Swedish young people don't want to beware the cultures and everything like that, because I think it's important to have that. I want to, when I have kids, I want to know that they have, they know the things like respect, loyalty, and other things, and traditions. Well, not every tradition, because I don't have by myself traditions, but the cultures, because it's important. It's important to know other people's cultures. It's important to respect them too, also. So I would like that young Swedish people will be more open to other cultures and all the people, because everything is not just about a party, and everything is not just about a clothes and how you look like. I think it's more about to know each other and to know other people. I see that like much of the Swedish people are rich, they have a lot of money and things. But I don't see riches in their lives, because I see riches like you have a lot of friends, you know things, and you have much knowledge, and you have visited a lot of countries and other cities. That's a rich life, because you have a opportunity to tell things to other people, and you have experience also.
So we can extract some moral lesson that social welfare do not save our youth from being selfish and careless.
Yes, that's the thing, that the people care about social media, and I don't like it, because everything is not just about a photo or something like that. So it's like all the people have closed their eyes for the world, and they don't know things, and that's sad, because we need to know things and support each other. I think that's very important to support each other, because it's like Sweden. It's a very natural country. It's not into war, but it's
peaceful.
Yes, it's a peaceful country,
But it's for the last centuries.
Yeah.
We remember, especially in our history, that Sweden was almost in Poltava, where the very glorious battle happened between Russian, Ukrainian, and Sweden. But then Sweden transformed into a more peaceful country.
Yeah.
And so, how do you see those steps aside from this situation in culture?
Oh, I haven't seen that much and haven't heard that much about it. So I don't know.
So maybe some plans in your future will allow you to make the world wider for your friends and acquaintance.
Yeah, for entire world, for say something like that.
Even that.
Yeah, because it's not just about one country. Because I think a lot about it's the only planet we live in. It's not like we can go to another galaxy or something like that. So we need to care about this planet. It's not just for the Swedish people. It's not just for the Ukrainian people. It's for the entire world. But not a lot of people have TVs at home or something like this.
They even don't know what is it.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't know what a phone is. So that's sad, but the people who have social media and have TVs on and have these benefits, they have the opportunity to help and
still
something.
They party at the weekend.
Yeah.
For a whole life. So, do you have in plans to travel around the world and then write something for your fellow Swedish?
Well, I have. I also want to travel the world, entire world.
But what is the result of travel? It's not for self-development. It should be development of the whole world.
I want to discover things that other people haven't, because I know the people that have discovered other islands or something like that have done that. But I want to discover like a flower, a new flower, or a new tree, a new bird, or something, or a new animal in the ocean, or something like that. But and I want to show the people, the rest of the people, not just the rich people, the poor people too. I want to,
which are hidden from the plain sight.
Exact. So I want to show everyone what I'm missing, and most important for the rich people, what they are missing.
And why they are rich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it will. Well, they will be still rich if they spend their money on something more
in charity.
Yeah, than alcohol or something like that.
So I wish you a good luck in your discoveries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elvira,
Thank you.
Thank you, our fellow viewers. I guess this interview was interesting for you, and please stay tuned on укрлайф.